Hello, my name is Daniel. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you, your time, and your support. In this video, I want to talk about the importance of selecting the correct tattoo line weights for any given design that may come our way. Should you have any questions, I encourage you to drop a comment below. I'll do my absolute best to assist in the best possible direction. If you find this video helpful or enjoy watching my channel, consider subscribing and ringing that bell, as I will be bringing more videos like this for you. With that being said, let's get right on into this. Every single time I place a tattoo stencil down, the determining variables that determine what needle sizes I'm going to be reaching for is the style of the design itself and what I actually need to do within the design that I am placing down. For example, you can see right here I have a couple of mandala style tattoos that have varying line weights, and there's dot work, and there's also some whip shading. So all of these variables combined give me this final read right here. So knowing what I'm going to be doing is probably the first stepping stone to picking the best needles for any given tattoo. When I look at this design right here, there is a multitude of different line weights. We have heavier line weights, and then we have some smaller line weights. We're going to focus on just the lines for this video to get my points across, but you can see that there are multiple line weights. So you can see that this circle right here has a heavier line weight, where like some of these inner details are done with a smaller line weight, and you can read that, and it's all, I mean, it's really apparent just looking at it, as you can see all the way around. Now, that right there determines what I'm going to be reaching for. So for these heavier line weights, instantly what comes to my head is anywhere from a 9 round shader to a 14 round shader, depending on the size of the design itself. So what I'm saying here is, what I do is I match up my needle size as close as to the design at hand before I even start tattooing it. Let me visually show you. So right here I have a RHEIN 9 round shader, and if I were to bring this needle out, you can see that this 9 round shader, let me confirm it's actually a 9. Yes, this is going to be a standard 9 round shader, and you can see that if I bring this needle out, we're getting close to the ballpark of the line weight right here. This line weight is about a 14 round shader or an 11 round shader. If we pay close attention, even this 9 round shader is still just a tad bit small for these heavier line weights right here. Although it would work if the stencil itself is that heavy of a line weight, then selecting a 9 round shader may not be ideal. So you can kind of see the logic right here that I'm using in real time to determine what needle is right and wrong. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. So on the left right here is going to be a V-Select 14 round shader. On the right is going to be a RHEIN 9 round shader. So if I bring these needles out, you can see instantly off the bat that the left side is much more heavier in line weight than the right. Well, that's because there's obviously more needles in the 14 round shader than there is in the 9. And that right there is all the difference. Those extra pins really do matter. So this is something that we should be paying close attention to, especially in the earlier days. We need to match up the line weights close to what the design reflects. So if I use this 14 round shader and I now place it on this line, you can see how that's an identical match right there. That right there is the correct line weight for this specific heavier line right here. So now I know that 14 round shader is going to be used for these inner heavy lines right here, as opposed to the 9 round shader. The 14 round shader just makes more sense, and it fills out the entire line all the way through the way that it needs to. Let's say we're not considering these variables and paying attention to line weights and choosing our needles. So you can see that we have the 14 round shader correctly chosen. It matches up with that line weight perfect. But let's just say we're careless and we don't care about stuff like that. On the right, I have a 9 round liner long taper, and you can see that there's just no way we're ever going to accomplish a heavy line weight using the needle on the right, unless we sculpt it in there, which is going to take a lot longer and risk more mess ups there. But you can see that the needle directly is going to correlate to the results that we get. Picking this needle for a line weight of this size right here is just going to be not the ideal way to go when we have a needle that's already that exact line weight on the left right here. However, you can see, let's reverse those roles. You can see these little inner details right here. If I were to use this round shader for all of these details, they're not going to come out as fine, which is where we're going to want to start combining multiple needles. So you can see this 9 round liner long taper is much more feasible for these lines right here and these dots as opposed to the 14 round shader. But you can see the 14 round shader is much more feasible for these heavier line weights right here that we see in the neighboring areas. So again, thinking about the line weights that we choose and choosing them for practical visual reasons is ideal. There's no reason why the client would agree to this design expecting multiple line weights and get a tattoo that's done with one single needle. That does not make any sense, and the importance of selecting the right needles for any given design is something that we should be paying attention to, especially from earlier on. This golden rule would apply to pretty much any tattoo. So you can see, again, I have a 14 round shader. If I try to go and apply these lines with a 14 round shader, it's just not going to happen. You can see that the needle sits tremendously larger than that line weight right there. However, once again, let's flip the switch. If I were to get this 9 round liner, you can see that this 9 round liner is actually super accurate to these smaller line weights. Let's take a different design, for example. Let's say we're going to do this design right here that we're going to do in a follow along together really soon, so be sure to stick around for that. Now let's say if I were to tattoo this design with a 9 round liner all the way through. So you can see that the stencil size itself is much larger than a 9 round liner. We have to remember that we're only dealing with the tip of the needle, so the line weights are to come out the size of the tip of that needle, which is not remotely close to what these lines are offering right here. However, if I step into the 9 and 14 round shader territory, you're going to see that we're going to get a little bit more closer to the ballpark that we need to be in. So even if we take a look here, some of these lines, most of them are a little bit out of the 14 round shader range, and they're more better off suited for the 9 round shader on the left side, as you can see. So it really just depends on the final stencil and how it's placed down and what this reads. So as I'm creating these designs, I'm actively thinking that this may be this needle size, this area over here is going to be this needle size. You get the idea. And then I finally get my final answers once the design is placed down on human skin in the area and in the position, so I can actually see how big it is in correspondence to the body, and I can see how big it is in general in correspondence to the overall canvas. So picking the right needle for the right design is going to contribute, just like our technique, to a cleaner, smoother tattoo. But not only that, it's going to contribute to that wow factor. As I've mentioned, this is going to be applied to every single design. So you can see another follow along stencil that we're going to be doing soon. Right here, I'm going to look at the lines, and although I can't decide off the top if I want to do a 14 round shader or a 9 round shader, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the 14 round shader for like the main integrity, for like the outliner right here and a lot of the outer areas, but I'm going to use this 9 round shader for like the teeth area and all these like little tighter inner details right here is going to be done with the 9 round shader. So you can kind of see how I'm already mapping out how I'm going to be using both needles in correspondence to the design at hand. That right there, I feel, is how we should be thinking earlier on, figuring out what needles we need to use and being able to practically answer why we're picking out the needles that we are picking out. Now that right there would be it for this one. Obviously we wouldn't go and pick a needle of this size for a tattoo like this. It's just not going to work. So I do hope that I can shed some light on the importance of selecting the correct line weight for the correct application. Should you have any questions though, I encourage you to please drop a comment down below. Rest assured I'm going to do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and giving my video a thumbs up, as I would greatly appreciate your support. Thank you very much yet again for watching. I appreciate you, your time, and your support. I hope you have a great day.